Okay guys, I feel like it's been forever since I've started a video with makeup on. That was not my intention for today, but it just kind of happened and I'm into it. Basically, I am going to be using a bunch of new makeup. This is not a very formal video. It's kind of just me putting on new makeup. And one of the things that I'm so excited to show you on camera is my beautiful friend Kathleen's So Jaded palette with ColourPop. She came out with this palette and so many of you were like, please do a review on it. Please do swatches, all of the above. And here's the thing, you guys. I genuinely love this palette. I think it's amazing. I think the color selection, like everything is totally what I'm into. Like when I think color, I think this, you know what I mean? Like jewel tone colors. I'm not like a rainbow eye type of person. So this is perfect for me. This is literally my perfect palette. I didn't want to do a review on it because let's be honest, it's gonna be biased whether I want it to or not. But I did want to use it for you guys and just show how it works for me and what I like to do with it. However, you're gonna see me come on in a little bit and I'm actually gonna have half of my makeup done already. And I'll talk more about why I did that later on, but just want to let you know so you're not like scared when you see it. But before we begin and get into this get ready with me where I do this look, I wanted to mention that this video is sponsored by Audible. And you guys, I'm not joking when I'm saying I never thought that I was gonna get sponsors on this channel. I thought nobody cared about this channel, but you know what? Turns out people do, and it makes me want to cry. I'm so grateful. To me, Audible has such an amazing selection of audiobooks, and the audiobooks that I've listened to forever are usually like biographical audiobooks that are from comedians, if that makes sense. I have listened to Tina Fey's Bossy Pants book, Amy Poehler's Yes Please. Loved that book. Ellen DeGeneres has a book, seriously, I'm kidding, and I listened to all three of those. They were narrated by them, so Ellen narrated her book, Tina, Amy, they narrated their books. That was like my favorite part. Right now I'm actually listening to Jenny Molin's Live Fast Die Hot book, and it is so good. If you love just a good time, like just a good time, do me a favor and listen to those books because it like made me laugh, it made me cry, it entertained the crap out of me. Like I cannot stop listening to them. If you become an Audible member, you can actually get one audiobook a month as well as 2 Audible originals, which is original content that you can't listen to anywhere else. And it also has an app, which is super convenient. You can listen to it anywhere. My favorite place to listen to Audible is when I'm doing the dishes. I don't know why. That's just my thing. Also, if you cancel your membership for any reason, you will keep all your audiobooks that you've gotten forever. If you will never, those won't expire. As well as if you want to exchange an audiobook, let's say you get one and you don't like it, no questions asked, you can exchange it for another audiobook. So if you want a free 30-day trial as well as 2 free Audible originals, you can sign up using my link, which is audible.com/JessieSmiles, or you can text Jessie Smiles to 500-500. But yeah, I personally love experiencing a book through listening to it. It gets me the most engaged. I feel so entertained like the entire time. I don't feel like there's a dull moment. I don't get like sleepy when I'm listening to books. So it's a really amazing way to learn about certain topics if you want to learn about them. I mean, like I said, their database is just huge. So thank you so much to Audible for sponsoring this video. You can check out the URL and all of the information to start your free trial below. And yeah, okay, let's just get started with the get ready with me. Like I said, what you're about to see is me with only half of my eye makeup done. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on anymore. So let's just get into it. Okay, so this is weird. I've never come on camera with half a face. Have I? I don't know. But either way, I haven't done it in a long time. So I know it's a little bit strange, but the reason why I wanted to come on camera with half of my eye already done is because this palette has a lot of options, okay? Like for real, I was looking at it and I was like, what do I do? There's like 5,000 things I could do. I didn't know if I was gonna fuck it up, like try something out and then it was gonna come out horrible. Like I needed to try it off camera first. However, I will be giving you all my thoughts and stuff. I mean, this isn't really a first impression. It's kind of is, like I'm trying new makeup. But you know, this is cash. We're keeping it cash here. But anyway, I have not primed my skin, so I'm gonna be using the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. We got this in a BoxyCharm a while back. Damn it, I put it on my hands instead of dripping it on my face like the Instagram beauty gurus do. Why do they do that? Why is everything that they put on their face, like it first has to be dripping down? Is it just for show? It has to be just for show, right? The whole thing where they get the bottle and they're like, oh, it's falling. I guess it's just an aesthetic thing because I don't see that being helpful in makeup at all. It actually makes me very anxious when I'm watching it because I feel like it's gonna fall and I'm like, wipe it off, wipe it off. But anyway, that's completely besides the point. For a second primer, because why not, I'm gonna be trying out the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive Primer. This looks very similar to me to the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. It's a very like shimmery, goldy type of primer, so I usually love things like that. So I'm just gonna add this as well because I am trying out a new foundation today, and it seems to me, I swatched it on my hand, it seems to me to be a little, my face is burning. Oh, okay, it went away. That was scary. I'm not even looking in a mirror. I have no idea what I look like right now. Ooh, that's nice. My skin looks really dewy. I'm just gonna let that sink in while I finish up this eye. So like I said, I had no idea what I wanted to do for this look, and so you're gonna see me dipping into a lot of colors, and you know, don't judge me, all right? The first color I went into was this one over here called Royal Jewels. It's a very, very, very light peach. So it like shows up, you know, but like barely. It's like it's just a tint. But I like to lay a color like this down anyway, because even if you think it's not doing anything because it's a little bit on the lighter side, in the end, I feel like colors like this help everything just look all better blended, if that makes sense. I'm also using this brush that is a first impression as well, because I just got this like an hour ago in my BoxyLuxe. I have a subscription to BoxyCharm and BoxyLuxe. They don't send it to me. I subscribe on my own free will. By the way, I'm going to go into arguably my favorite color in this palette, and that is citrine. It's this mustardy kind of yellow. I'm just going to kind of put that in the same place that I just put that Royal Jewels color. So just, you know, all up in there. So I just kind of rub this color around until it's blended. I will say this, it's a very, very easily blendable color. I had zero problems blending anything on this eye. So I have not been putting a lot of effort. I've just kind of been like dazing off and just blending wherever. I'm doing a semi-halo eye. I guess this is a halo eye. What's a halo eye? You know I don't know things. But anyway, that was just a side note. This has been really easy to blend. Okay, so the next step that I'm doing is really weird, kind of pointless, but it's what I did on this eye, so we just gotta do it on this eye. I picked up this color, which is called Ametrine. It's like a mauve with a ton of glitter in it. I'll zoom it in so you can see closer, but when you do put down the mauve, you can see that glitter immediately. However, you know, if you blend too much, or, you know, you don't put down some sort of primer, that glitter will more than likely fall off because it is a loose glitter that's in this powder, but it is still a really, really pretty mauve shade. So I laid that down first. I don't know why. And then I kind of blended it out. This is when I noticed that the glitter definitely, obviously, if you blend it and you don't have a glitter glue under, it will leave. And then I decided that I was going in the wrong direction, and so I decided to grab this color right here. It's called Jasper. At first glance, it definitely looks just like brown, but if you swatch it, it's a little satiny. Like the finish of it is kind of satin, so it's pretty interesting. And it is, to me, it looks like a burgundy color. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it looks like a true burgundy color. It's really rich. It blends really nicely. I don't know if that's because it's satin or what, but it just, look at that. Like I didn't even do any blending, and it just kind of disperses really evenly, not patchy at all. And so I just kind of put that on my inner corner and then like worked it up and put it on my outer corner as well, just to start building up the smokiness. And then I blended that out a little bit, and after I was done blending it out, I went back into that citrine color. Where is it? There it is. Citrine, and I just kind of started putting that on the top. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but I wanted the yellow to show at least a little bit. But anyway, guys, yeah, so while we're trying out ColourPop products, let's talk about ColourPop. I don't know how many of you guys know, because I don't know how many of you follow me on social media other than YouTube, but I had actually been somewhat campaigning for ColourPop to add me to their PR list. And I don't want to sound like a fucking desperate bitch, okay? But put yourself in my position. If you have a makeup channel, one of the main things that you're supposed to, I'm sorry. I love how that looks. That smoky brown, like you could literally just wear Jasper by itself. It's probably gonna be my new go-to brown. Like I feel like if I want to smoke anything out, I would use that. But anyway, so, you know, if you had a makeup channel, you would feel the pressure that I feel, which is very money based, right? Like it's like makeup's fucking expensive. And I could afford makeup if it was just for me, right? Like if I didn't have a beauty channel, if I just bought makeup for fun and I wanted just some of the new launches, not all of them, you know, maybe like 1/10 of like what comes out, I would be fine. But that's not how it works, okay? If you're not posting about the makeup that's coming out, not all the time, but at least some of the time, like people want to see you use it. Every time something new comes out, now I'll get tweets like, Jessie, when are you gonna do a video with it? Bitch, when I get paid? No, I'm joking, but no, I'm not joking actually. I'm serious. It's just not easy keeping up. So since one of my really good friends collabs with ColourPop all the time, I was like, you know what? I should be on their PR list, okay? I make makeup videos. And not only that, I see them giving a bunch of free shit to YouTubers who don't even do their makeup on camera. So I'm like, excuse me. Can I have some? I'm gonna dip into this color right here. I was about to call it the Virgo because that is the shade that it is, but here it's called Stoned. This color is amazing. When I tried out Kathleen's Zodiac collection, I'll link that down below. When I tried that out, the Virgo was a shade that surprised me so much because this normally looks like a brown that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. Just because it looks cool toned. Like when you're looking at it, you're like, oh my God, that's like a dark gray. I don't know what it is, but it actually is the perfect shade for like deepening up any look because it's not gonna really disturb what you've got going on. You know what I mean? It's not gonna make it too warm. It's not gonna make it too cool. It's just gonna make it darker. I love it. But anyway, that was a weird detour that I just took for that shade. But anyway, basically, long story short, I was campaigning for ColourPop to put me on their PR. I probably annoyed the shit out of them. I probably looked a little desperate. And to be honest, it's because I was. ColourPop comes out with something every 5 seconds, and every time they do, I get tweets of like, oh, when are you gonna try this? I need to see you trying this palette. We need to know the truth, queen. Long story short, one day I got a DM from ColourPop and they said, Jessie, we would like to put you on our PR list. And I was so happy. Like, you have no idea. I ran downstairs and I was like, I'm on ColourPop's PR list. I tweeted about it and quickly deleted that tweet. I don't know why I do those things. I think I get nervous. I do a lot of tweeting and deleting over on twitter.com. But I was ecstatic and I gave them my address and I actually did receive something. I received these Soul Body like shimmer dry oils. I'm actually wearing them right now. I love them. And I received that like a couple days after they told me they were gonna put me on PR. So I was excited. I was like, oh my God, this is the start of something new. My life has changed. This is what dreams are made of. However, then they started coming out with collections and I just didn't get them. And I was like, okay, it's cool. Catch you on the next one. No big deal. And then Kathleen's palette came out and I was like, okay, like, can't wait to get this in PR. Obviously, I'm gonna buy it because I'm gonna support my friend. I bought this on the day it came out. But I was planning on getting the one that I got first, keeping it for myself so I can do a video, and then the one that I got second, I was gonna give to my mom because she loves all these types of shades and she would use this palette literally, I shit you not, every day. Whatever. The point is, it never came in, bitch. And I see other YouTubers opening Kathleen's palette and I'm like, ColourPop, you're doing me dirty. You lied to me. You say you were gonna give me PR, you didn't. And I don't want to sound like an ungrateful ass bitch because that's probably what I sound like, but it's just like, imagine that you've wanted something for so long. Like I've wanted ColourPop to put me on PR for years and they finally did, and then they're just like, psych. I don't know. I was sad. Anyway, that's why I didn't do this video sooner. I wanted to do the video like the day it came out and just like have everything ready, give Kathleen some promo, even though everybody that follows me follows her, but it didn't work out that way. So, you know, it is what it is. I hope ColourPop's not watching this. I'm very grateful, okay? I'm a little bit sad. I just feel a little left out. Okay, I'm a Leo. What do you want from me? Next, I applied the color that is probably the most me color in this palette, and that's Smoky Quartz. It's a very like, I don't know. You know what I mean? This is totally something I would put on. You get what I'm saying. And I used this all in the middle of my lid. And this does not need to be wet or anything. I was really pleasantly surprised with this pigmentation. However, you know that's not enough for me. I can't even remember the last time I put on a look and was satisfied with just a shimmer and didn't add glitter to it. Can't remember. It's just not who I am. On top of that, I'm doing it literally in the exact same order as I was just trying things on. I used this Super Shock shadow in the shade Diamond. It's a very pretty eyeshadow topper. It's something that would be really easy just to pop over anything and make it more glittery, but was that glittery enough for me? Of course not. I mean, honestly, it was. Like, I would be totally fine with this. It looks very similar to the Prismetal glitters if you just kind of do a light wash of it, but I just wanted a lot more. Like, I wanted to make my eyes look like a jewel. Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm trying to say, okay? I never know what I'm trying to say, but that's besides the point. Then I also added some Moonstone and I mixed that with Sunstone. I don't know why I did that, but that was something I did. And you know, just tap that on top as well. Then I realized, okay, that might be a little bit too peachy gold for me, not really what I was going for. Then I went back into the first color, the Smoky Quartz, and put that on top of that. You know, this was really a journey. Then I said, you know what? I know that these eye glitters aren't for the eyes. These two right here, Topaz and Opal. I know you're not supposed to put them on your eye, but do I care? No, I fucking don't. If anybody's gonna be the person to put the glitters you're not supposed to put on your eye on their eye, is me, bitch. I do not have sensitive eyes. I can do pretty much just about anything to my eyes and they're just fine. You know what I'm saying? One time I put year-old Halloween contacts, like from the year before. I just stuck them in that bitch. I was like, here we go. I'm gonna use some lash glue, just kind of like sheared out. Like I'm just gonna dry it out a little bit on my hand till it gets tacky, and then I'm gonna put it on my eye. Cause since we're already going down the realm of what the fuck are you doing, might as well just go harder. I'm gonna pick up that opal shade, which is this color right here. It's very like multi-dimensional. Looks a little bit like a light blue color, but it's also got other glitter specks in there. It's really, really pretty. Like when I just put it down like that, it's really stunning. Like it's a really holographic looking glitter and I love it. But going on the topic of the glitters, yeah, definitely do not do what I'm doing. Just stick to the glitter topper, you know, the stuff that you're supposed to put on your eyes. I actually did a video using their Honey palette, the all yellow palette, and I had no idea that you weren't supposed to put the glitters on your eyes, so I just put that shit on there. And all the comments were like, oh my god, be careful. Raw Beauty Christy got super irritated. And to be honest, it wore perfectly fine. I had like 0 issues. But like I said, I have not sensitive eyes. Like my eyes are hardcore. They're down for whatever. To blend this in better, I added smoky quartz and diamond on top of the glitter. I do this a lot with glitters because I feel like it helps it look more like it's part of the eye look rather than some random glitter you just threw on top, if that makes sense. The diamond super shock shadow is what really kind of helped everything come together. But yeah, that's what I did. And then I would go in with the stoned shade and I'm just going to kind of darken up and just blend everything, see where I need it, you know. I'll also dip back into the citrine color, the yellow color, and just kind of work that on top as well. This was a very, like I said, very easy eye look. I just kind of played around with it. Oh, what the fuck? Why did I just apply shadow there? I think I was trying to blend it out. It didn't work. And if you're wondering why I put lash glue on my eye instead of glitter glue, I could not find my glitter glue and I really wanted to put glitter, so I said, fuck it. And I did the bottom eye before concealer just because I wanted to see what it looked like and more or less what I wanted to do. But I am gonna go ahead and do my foundation now because I prefer to have my concealer set before I do my lower lash line. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this bottom part. We'll see. For today, I have a foundation to try, and that is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Wear Foundation. The last I checked, this was going out of stock super quickly. Unfortunately, they were out of stock of my shade, but I said, nope, that's not gonna stop me. I'm gonna still buy this. So the closest shade to the shade that I wanted is this one. This is in the shade 2.1. I'm gonna use it anyway and just hope for the best because I wanna try this so bad. Ever since I heard Tati raving about it, I knew I needed to try it. So I just have a little bit on the back of my hand, gonna pick it up with my Real Techniques brush, and I am gonna hope for the best because this is definitely not my, I mean, it's not so far off my shade, but like I don't want to be in the sunlight with this bitch, you know what I mean? Everyone's gonna clock me. It has really good coverage, that's the first thing I'm noticing, but it does dry really quick, so shit, fuck. Okay, just gonna dot this around here. I swatched it on my hand and it was dry in like 2 seconds. I should have known better. I'm gonna take some of my Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation, which I actually really like. Obviously, completely different shade. And I'm gonna blend this down my neck because I don't wanna look crazy. So this is what I do. This is like my little trick when I have a darker foundation. I just put a lighter foundation here on my neck and kind of blend it out because it just helps you not have that orange line, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, preferably just get a foundation in your shade, but like, you know, shit happens. I'm not picking up any extra product. I'm just kind of running over everything. Here's the deal, okay? I was gonna try this Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer, but you know what? I should. Okay, I should do it. I don't want to. I know I hate this. This Stay Naked concealer is way too light for me, but maybe that's a good thing, or maybe I'm gonna have to mix it with some other concealer, probably. But you're gonna see, I mean, it's really light for me. I'm just gonna put a teensy weensy bit. Is that a teensy weensy? Probably not. And my thing with this concealer is it's just, you know, It's very thick, not as blendable. Maybe I don't like it because it's not in my shade. That could be a very likely thing. I'm gonna go in with my Born This Way concealer in Almond just to make this not look insane. But anyway, so that concealer, I just found it to crease a lot. It looked super creasy and gross, even though I set it like really thoroughly. And it just wasn't my favorite at all. Like it just didn't have any of the qualities that I like in a concealer. It was not easily blendable. It was not even super full coverage. Like it's, you know, it's decent coverage, but I wouldn't say like, oh my God, this concealer changed my life. And it creased and wore off really easily. So that's my, you know, opinion on that concealer, in case you were wondering. The foundation to me is the complete opposite. I really enjoyed the foundation. However, it did not wear that amazingly. This is supposed to be a 24-hour foundation. I find that so ridiculous when brands claim that shit. 12 hours? Maybe. I'll give you 12 hours. But who the fuck, like 24 hours? I just find it hysterical. I find it gimmicky. I'm going to conceal because I have been picking my skin like there's no tomorrow. I've also been trying out new skincare. But anyway, how have you guys been? I feel like I just get on these videos and just verbal diarrhea everywhere. And you know, I know some of you like that actually, surprisingly. I'm not joking. I can't believe that anyone sits in their house and watches me. Like I genuinely can't believe it. But at the same time, I watch people buying shit at Walmart. The other day, I literally spent 3 hours watching Dollar Tree hauls. You know, that's where I'm at in life. Update on the foundation with this concealer. It's a little heavy. I can totally see how for an event this would be good, but it also could just be I'm heavy-handed with foundation almost always. And even with that, it's not as heavy as, it's just in between here. It looks really heavy in between my eyebrows. I'm gonna zoom you guys in before I set this because I want you to see. To me, in between my eyebrows, it is just a little heavy. I don't know if I was just a little heavy-handed with the foundation, but it looks a little heavy to me. Even with looking a little heavy, it is very nice. Like it has airbrushed my skin. I feel like someone went on Facetune and just smoothed me out. Like I like it. Okay, so I did my eyebrows really quick because I feel like I've done them on camera enough and you know, it is what it is. I just fill them in with a pencil, nothing special. All the products that I use will be linked down below. I wanted to now finish my under eyes, and what I did for this eye, which I need to touch up because with the concealer got kind of fucked up, is I went into this color right here that's called Geodude. I love this transition color. It's a very earthy brown. Like it's not too pinky, it's not too warm. It's almost like, I think it has like an olive undertone because it gives me that vibe. I don't know, I really enjoy it. I feel like it's a very nice transition shade. So I just kind of ran that from my inner corner all the way to my outer corner, connecting to the wing. And I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side for sure because I feel like we lost most of it. And then I went into this color, which shocked the hell out of me when I tried it on this eye. This is the color Turquoise, and honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that that was gonna be like a chalky ass color. I don't know why. It's just a color that I would expect to be very patchy like when I use it. That's been my experience with all other matte like blue shades like that, or like turquoise shades like that. But when I put this on, it is very pigmented, very easily blendable, and it was just not, you know, what I thought it was gonna be in a good way. And I just kind of smoked that out and then just kind of, with no extra product, start blending this color out a little bit. I do want this to be a very like grungy smoky look, so it is gonna go pretty low. Then I went into a little bit of this color right here called Sapphire, and I tapped like ever so slightly into that stoned color just to, I don't know why I did that, but I did. So I'm just gonna put that really close to my lash line. I also kind of bring it in here just so that everything can kind of come together a little bit more. I don't want it to look super random, so I just kind of like flick it to my inner corner there. Not inner corner, you know what I'm talking about. You see it. Then I'm gonna highlight the inner corner just a little bit. Basically, all I did was I mixed Moonstone and Aquamarine, which is this very like baby blue kind of color. I just blended a little bit of that with my finger and just dabbed it on my inner corners. I don't want a very intense inner corner, but I do want something. I want something to bring the look together because I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it got really dark in there. And I didn't do this before, but I'm gonna get a little bit of the diamond, the Super Shock shadow that I put all over my lid. Just gonna tap that. Ooh, that's what I love about that diamond shade. Like, I feel like you can press it over anything and it just kind of like takes on to whatever color you're putting it on. I love it. I'm gonna line my eyes with this Urban Decay Glide On Eye Pencil in Chaos. It's a very cobalt blue, which is not what my under eye is. I want something that's gonna pop on my waterline, so I went with the cobalt blue instead. I'm conflicted with what I wanna do with the lashes. I don't want to put on eyeliner. I feel like I really like what's going on here and I don't want to do a wing and ruin everything like I always do. So I don't know. I feel like I'm going to put dates on just like this and just try to basically put it as close to my lash line as humanly possible. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Okay, so I did my lashes, but I also ended up putting mascara on my lower lashes and then putting on bronzer just because I didn't have anything new to try, and I feel like you've seen me do that 5,000 times. For blush, I'm actually gonna try this palette that I'm holding. This is the Island Time palette from Ofra Cosmetics. I'm gonna use the color Cosmo and Punch, which are these two shades right here. I'm gonna mix them and I'm just gonna apply it to my cheeks. That's pretty and really, really subtle. It's not too crazy. For highlight, I'm gonna go in with the same highlight I pretty much always use, and that's the Ofra Cosmetics Rodeo Drive highlight. This is crusty, broken. Like, I love this highlight, if you can't tell. Look at that. I mean, hello? Like, hello? Obviously, I need to wipe some off, but like just one dip in there, and it's enough for my whole entire face. And then wipe a little bit of that off just so it's not so crazy. For lips, I'm going to use the Alamat Cosmetics Dulce Lip Liner. If you have my Darling lipstick, this goes really well with that. Then I'm gonna just fill in my lips with the ColourPop What's Your Sign Cream Lipstick. I love the combination of both of these. They blend really nicely into each other and it's a really pretty color. And then I'm gonna top it off with the Alamat Cosmetics Desnudas Gloss in Dulce. Love this gloss. It is so nice. And that's it. That is it for this look. I am honestly so happy with how easily this palette blended out. There was not one shade that I was like, ooh, that one's a little muddy, that one's a little weird. Like, this all just worked together super nicely. And as for the foundation, I don't know. I don't know where I stand with it just yet. I feel like I definitely, number one, need it in my shade. That's probably first. And I feel like if I get my shade, I won't have to apply so much because I won't have to like even out my skin tone so I can match the foundation. I don't know, maybe that's what's making me feel like it's just a tad too heavy for me. But even with it being heavy, it does not look dry. It looks nice. Like, I don't know how it looks heavy and nice at the same time, but it does. But anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Bye!